divorce court today. They rushed into marriage 21 days after they met. Now, less than 5 months after the wedding, Terry and Robert are facing the reality that life together is not the bed of roses they imagined. Terry Carr and Robert Carr have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Today I have Terry and Robert Carr here. It's a situation in which they've come here because they are at a crossroads and they need assistance. The reason they're not here to get a divorce is because they've only been married 4.5 months. And before that 4.5 months, they were dating for 21 days. And as one might predict, are now here. I have given compatibility tests to you. I usually use it in before your vows, but since you don't know each other well, and you didn't know each other well, I thought that may assist us in determining what's going wrong and we can turn this ship around. I'm gonna start with you, Mrs. Carr. You say the 21 days was great, but after you married him, he changed. Tell me how he changed.
Well, in the 21 days, Your Honor, I knew Robert when I was younger. I had a crush on him, and he used to work at the corner store from my house. He cultivated me in the 21 days. He made me feel... He
cultivated you?
Yes, he made me feel
like... That's a deep word.
He made me feel like I was the only person in the world that mattered. He made me feel like he loved only me, and whatever issues that I had, he could love me through them all. It didn't matter what they were.
Okay, I'm with you right there. I'm gonna give Mr. Carr an opportunity to add his take on what happened. How come you were so sure within 21 days?
When I talked to Terry, she just seemed to be like feeling me. It just felt right, and I went with it, and I just believed. I prayed about it. And I believe that this is the gift from God for me. And I asked her to be my wife. And I still believe that, despite everything we're going through.
Can I say this? And this has absolutely nothing to do with your religious beliefs, because I don't like nobody messing with my religion, so I ain't gonna mess with yours.
All right.
But I will say this on a purely biological tip.
Okay.
In them first couple of weeks, you're not talking to one another. What you're doing is your pheromones are talking to her pheromones. There are these chemicals they speak. Oh, go get it, go get it, go get it. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Oh, go get, gee. That's what that is. It's all chemical. And then the next thing that happens is your hormones, like oxytocin, starts talking to you, and it says, to the woman it says, he could be it. He could be mine. He could make my home. He will make me safe. Let me reel him in. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. And then Mr. Carr, what your vasopressin starts speaking to you and says, sex. And then it takes another beat and it says, good sex. Then it stops for another minute and says, constant access to good sex. And then you gotta beam in on her. And that has nothing to do with your value or who you are or your religion. It's how the biology works. So you have to let all those chemicals start talking before you can even have a real conversation.
I'm not thinking in myself that I'm crushing my baby. I don't want to do that to her. But then I'm like, okay, well, now
But what if she went up to you, you didn't have any clothes on, and she said from here to here, right in there.
And then,
that would crush you, wouldn't it?
It would not crush me. What I would do, I have to Google something, I have to find some exercises, then I'll come back. What are you looking like now?
Yeah. Well, I heard exercise don't help that, but okay. Women are different than men. Did you know that? And that we have real issues with our body and who we are, and the man that we're in love with very much helps define how happy and how beautiful we feel. And when you critique her, carve her up and critique her like she's a car or something, it makes you feel not only like a possession, but not like a valued possession. You hear me, Mr. Carr?
Yes.
That's just the truth.
Well, we see counseling with my pastor, and he told my pastor, well, you know, Pastor, she like a Chevy, but you know she needs some rims added to it, and she need to be shined up. Yeah, real like that. So I'm standing there like, really? I'm like a Chevy, and I need rims? No, I'm a woman of God, and I don't appreciate.
But you lost 25 pounds for him, correct?
I did, but that was from stress because, you know, I felt like I can't believe he said that to me because I was bigger than this when you married me.
Next, has the weight of Robert's criticism crushed their love life? If the ink on your marriage license is barely dry, but you're ready to call it quits, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real relationships in crisis. Divorce Court continues.
Did you, once you married her, start to pick her apart piece by piece and tell her what you liked about her and what you didn't like about her?
Yes, but I was like that when I first met her. I mean, if you like something, you like it. If you don't, then you don't. Okay, babe, she's beautiful. I love you. You know, okay, you like Tybo, okay. Little Tybo.
You do some.
I'm doing some.
Now, hang on, Mr. Carr. Do you see, however, that when you criticize somebody like that about what they look like and what they do, and you're too strong and I don't like your attitude, that is, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you, come have sex with me tonight.
Yep, that's exactly
That's how it feels when you're an ongoing critic. If you over there throwing darts from the cheap seats at everything she does, she feels like less than.
But Judge, it's not all the time that way. I tell her how beautiful she is. I tell her I love the way she cook. I tell her so many wonderful things. I hug on her, I kiss on her, I rub her feet, take her a bath.
Is he giving you that kind of love?
He did that in the beginning. Yes,
I do it all the time.
In the beginning, yes, he did. He would bathe me. I was so like didn't want him to, but yes, he did. He bathed me. You know, he loved on me like he said he did, and then it stopped. And then just the past week and a half or 2 weeks that we've been going to counseling with my pastor, he began to try to start showing me back love. He don't do the bathing thing. I don't even want you to touch me in the bathing area no more because I know that you don't like my fat. So now when he touched me and he rubs my stomach, you know, I feel nasty because I'm like, you know you don't like it because it's fat, so why would you touch it?
You said also in your papers that you don't feel like the man of the house. Is it simply her attitude?
Yes, a lot. It's a lot of her attitude. You know, we'll be talking about something and like we'll discuss with the kids, right time to date and right times about sex and having sex with another individual. And I'll give my point, and it doesn't matter my points. And it's just an example. But at the end of the day, it's what Terry has to say.
That's because his point is telling a 15-year-old girl it's okay to date. I said she can't date till she's 16. That's what I said. That's what I meant. You don't come up in here and change the rules that I've set for them. Because now that's giving her leeway to think like, oh, well, my stepdaddy said, or daddy said I could date right now. Mama said 16. So if you think that that's gonna get you brownie points with them, think again, because at the end of the day, I'm all they know. And what I say, go.
You can't come in and countermand her with all that 3 weeks worth of experience with those kids. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Your Honor, I've taken care of my kids. Nobody has ever taken care of them for me. Nobody has done anything
I believe
for
you.
me.
I believe
Everything that I've done, I was raised by my great-grandparents. Everything I've done on my own. I got it on my own without no help. And yes, I did believe that Robert was the man for me. Yes, I do believe that if he cultivated me like that in the beginning, that means that he gave me a representation of who he really could be. So why change that representation? He say I'm hood. I came from the same streets you came from. So yes, I may be a little hood, but you know that already. You knew that before you married me. And if you thought marrying me was going to change me, then you shouldn't have married me.
When divorce court continues, Robert always wants the final word in their relationship. But does he always get his way?
Do you agree that Terry and Robert should have dated more than 21 days before getting married? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now, 1-800-282-1991.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
Respond to her statement that she believes that you knew who she was when you got her, but thought you should change her once she got married. Is that inaccurate?
Be smooth, okay, honey? Ladylike, you know, and that's all I'm asking for. That's it. I like at times who she is, that attitude. It has a place. But she has to understand it don't always have a place. And sometimes it's out of place.
I hear you. Now, Ms. Carr, let me back up. Just back up. You've always had to be strong. You have always had to be on point. You have always been fighting those battles. And sometimes that super strength becomes a habit. And it's not always appropriate in every circumstance you meet. Absolutely. So I'm not saying you gotta be weak, you know, feminine, because I'm not like that.
But that's how he wants me to be.
But I understand there's a difference between being all feminine and nice and just coming off the soldier every once in a while.
But I don't, Your Honor, I bring this man breakfast in bed. I treat him like he's royalty. I run his bathwater. I make sure when he come home from work, everything is set out, laid out for him. I don't miss a beat. But because he may say something to me and I respond to it, it's, no, I said what I said and that's it. No, that's not how, and then he say, I don't have communication skills. That's not how you talk to me. I am your wife. And if you felt for 1 second that you was gonna come into my real grown adult life and then treat me any kind of way, think again. Because when you talk to me, you don't tell me that's enough and I don't get to respond or express how I feel behind it.
Mr. Carr, I do get a sense from what you wrote down in your papers here that you do feel like you're in charge and you may allow her to speak, but you don't consider what she says. Do you at all see that as how you come across?
It may seem how I come across, but I listen to every word she say. I don't wanna feel like what she says to me is not, it has no substance. It's not, I can't apply it. But I don't know, just sometimes when I talk to her, it don't seem logical to do it. And so and when we talking, babe, it's like we talking about something real, but then you go off on the bull crap. And that's when I say enough.
Because it's bull to him, but not me.
Here's the problem that we have here. Women think and feel about things differently from men. And it's not wrong, and it's not BS, and it's not off the topic. It is different. And we want you to hear how we feel and why we feel that way. You want to know to go left or right, and that's it.